made me come over was the platform, for someone who doesn't, let's say, have a boxing background as such, that will really show who I am, bring the fans in, and it's a good platform to start on. A lot of people think that is the where you can knock each other out, like the full contact. It was a points fighting, so you weren't actually allowed to knock them out. So that's what I've had to work on during the 3 years I've been boxing, from not being able to knock people out to really sitting on my shots. It's been a crazy 3 years, Yeah, so obviously I want to be quite active as possible if that can happen. Just to take it slowly. I'm in no rush, Obviously the world titles are what everybody dreams of, and I know that time will come. But within the 12 months, that's not kind of what I'm looking at. I just want to get a few fights under my belt, really have some really good camps, and just really embrace the boxing scene.
After about 768 million years, we're finally here with debutant Shannon Ryan. Welcome, October Red Boxing. Let me get you lined up, make sure you're centre. There we go. Welcome, your debut. How are you feeling about that, finally?
Finally nice to chat to you. It's been a long time coming, so thank you so much. But yeah, the debut is here. Feeling ready, that's what I can say,
I know it's something that's been around for a long time. I've been watching you for a couple of years, seeing you perfecting your craft, you and Coach G working hard in the gym. What made you come to Boxer? What was it about that you said, you know what, this is definitely, Sky Sports Boxer is a platform for me?
Yeah, I think because I've had a lot of years in combat sport, for me to be on a big platform, extremely blessed, extremely grateful, so thank you Sky and Boxer. What made me come over was the platform, for someone who doesn't, let's say, have a boxing background as such, that will really show who I am, bring the fans in, and it's a good platform to start on.
It definitely is a good platform to start on. A little bit of, I don't know, it is, Sky Sports Boxer, a lot of eyes on here, a lot of people be watching. It's a fantastic card that you're debuting on as well. A lot of nice domestic dust-ups, no names mentioned, headline. Any pressure on that for yourself to be on such a big card to start off with?
Yes, there's pressure, but it's good pressure. It's not making me go, oh, I can't do this. It's not that type of pressure. It's pressure to say, do you know what, I can do this, that type of good pressure.
We like good pressure, but a little bit about yourself and your style. Like I said, I've been watching you for years. I know what you like. I know you're quick on your feet. You've got that power. You're always in the gym. But let our viewers know a little bit about you, how you started and why you chose boxing, why you moved from the arts to boxing.
So I started in kickboxing, but it was more, a lot of people think that is the where you can knock each other out, like the full contact. It was a points fighting, so you weren't actually allowed to knock them out. So that's what I've had to work on during the 3 years I've been boxing. I won what I could win in the kickboxing, got to a dead end, joined the taekwondo team in Manchester, had a hip injury, got released from the team. Then I thought the next sport I go into, I need to give it my all and try and rise to the top. So I chose boxing because I could already punch, and it's been an amazing transition, from not being able to knock people out to really sitting on my shots. It's been a crazy 3 years,
But we talk about the arts. Obviously, you're allowed to use your feet. What's the discipline like in boxing, in the sparring that you've had, where you haven't been tempted to use your feet? Because I know I spoke to Josh Taylor, who also came from the arts background, and there was often times where he thought about, I could use my feet.
I think it's more the boxing boots, if I'm being honest. In the kickboxing, you did have boots on, but you was barefoot as well, so it was only the top of your foot that was covered. So I think it is the boxing boots that kind of stopped me, and there's not been a time where I've even tried to lift my leg. I've just been disciplined in the sport.
And we talk about that discipline, carrying that on. Oh, we've got Ben Shalom saying a quick hello as he does. We talk about the discipline in the sport. What are you looking at? What's the roadmap for yourself, I'd say, within the next 12 months? Because we're right at the beginning. What are you looking to achieve in the first 12 months of your career?
Yeah, so obviously I want to be quite active as possible if that can happen. Just to take it slowly. I'm in no rush. Obviously the world titles are what everybody dreams of, and I know that time will come. But within the 12 months, that's not kind of what I'm looking at. I just want to get a few fights under my belt, really have some really good camps, and just really embrace the boxing scene.
And we talk about embracing the boxing scene. You've been with Coach G for a while, somebody that I've seen in IQ Boxing. Talk to me about the importance, because you could have easily, turned pro, signed with 258, Sky Sports Boxer, and thought, yeah, thanks for that, I'm going to go and get another coach now. loyalty. Talk to us a little bit of that with your coach.
So in the kickboxing, my dad was my coach for all them years. So having that bond with a coach is that's what I need as a fighter. Someone who's got my best interests at heart and knows me and my boxing style or fighting style, you know. When I look at the improvements over the 3 years, it's been crazy. You know, I look at videos and I look at videos of me now, and now I look at myself and I'm like, Shannon, you are a boxer, you know. And I always said to myself, I will know whenever I do my first media workout and I can get in that ring, I know I'm a boxer, you know. And today was the day. So yeah, just the consistency of the improvement and how he is with me as an individual.
And we talk about getting into the ring and doing that public media workout, and forgive my ignorance, because like I said, yeah, you're right, that is the first time you've done that media workout. How did that feel, climbing through those ropes to know, okay, this is it now?
Do you know what? It was incredible, because you kind of forget everybody's there. You know, I got in, I did my little skip round, and I thought, no, own it. You know, this is your time. So I just got in there and then just ignored everyone around me and just did what I do best.
And your style, what are we expecting from you in the weight division that you're in? And please announce your weight division as well.
Yeah, so I will be doing flyweight, mixed between obviously the super fly, and then there's also one below, which I'm not sure if it's minimum or atom weight, but right now it will be flyweight. But what you're going to see is I'm bringing the movement in the kickboxing, from the kickboxing, sorry. So yeah, the movement, the head movement, you know, fast punches, fast twitch, that's what I'm bringing.
And I will say that because I noticed that you've got very good feet and defence. I was saying to one of your team at 258, you know, a good boxer always knows the defence and knows their feet. So talk to us a little bit about that with your style.
Yeah, so obviously in the kickboxing you have to get away from the kicks, you know, and that is just something I've had since I was young. And I always said when I come to boxing, I would never let anybody take that away. We would just work on it for the boxing, you know. So yeah, bringing that with me.
If you didn't have that hip injury, would you have stayed in the arts, or do you think boxing, and I'm not trying to lead you down answering the question, was boxing where you were destined to be?
So there's a little bit that I missed out. So I did, when I finished the taekwondo, I did one session of MMA. But I didn't like that at all, didn't like it. Then I went on to boxing. So I think I just wasn't sure, I needed to know, so I did a few more. But the hip injury, no, I wouldn't have stayed. I just personally didn't like the setup, the GB kind of setup that they had there. Living in Manchester was great, but the actual setup, welfare, things like that just wasn't up to what I thought it would be. So no, but I'm very grateful that opportunity came and I did it, because I wouldn't be where I am now.
And it's nice to see that 258 have signed another female boxer. What is it like, and what did that management company, what made them choose you, and how long had they been looking at you for?
So I'm not too sure how long they've been looking at me, but being with them gives me confidence on my career. You know, being guided by a great management team. I feel like I can trust them. I've personally got a vision for my career, and I know that I can express that to them, and we can work on that together.
That is so important to have that teamwork. I was speaking to Dan Aziz earlier, and he was saying something similar about working with Boxer, that they've got this similar roadmap that he has. You know, they'll bring a list of fighters and he can choose, and those are the fighters that he wants to fight anyway. So it is really important to have that relationship with your management team and your promotional company. Yeah,
no, definitely. And obviously I've not done a lot of work with Boxer at the moment, and I'm sure after March 26th, God willing, it goes my way. After that, we can obviously see and go from there.
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Overdue, but we talk about timing, everything for a reason and nothing for its time. So Shannon, all the best on your debut. I'll see you fight week anyway, and thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.